Hi and welcome back. In this short video, we're focusing on SLOs, or student learning outcomes. Student learning outcomes basically are a method of measuring student success in our courses. There's a long back history to this, which I won't go into, but a group called the ACCJC, or Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges, established this years ago. It was actually kind of a controversial move. I won't get into all the backstory politically of what happened and how things have changed over time. But basically they set these up and they said these are the ways that you as an institution need to report whether or not your students are achieving student success. So they're a form of measurement and they should be included in your Canvas class. Likely it's in your course syllabus. You could also have a specific module, a content page that says SLOs, and you could list the SLOs, perhaps have a short narrative about what they are. There also is an expectation that at the end of your class, if your class is up on the calendar in terms of it needing to do its assessment, and we have, I believe, a 3-year cycle of SLO assessment, you'll get contacted via email. So first you have to be trained in eLumen, and then you'll be able to write your assessment. It's basically the on-campus program we use technologically to give our scores to our classes connected to our SLOs. And this is what it looks like. You'll have each student listed. I don't have them listed here due to confidentiality. But then each of your SLOs will be listed here, and for each student you click a 4 for complete understanding, a 3 for strong, 2 for moderate, 1 for little. And you do that for every student based on each of your SLOs. So for example, the SLO for this class, Anthro 110, right here is complete selected applied anthropological projects. So this will be an opportunity for you to really look carefully at each and every student to see at this minute level of all your SLOs, depending on your class, you could have between 2 and 5 or even more of these. You'll be able then to assess how each student did in terms of those student learning outcome assessments. You might be saying, are SLOs the same thing as grades? And I would say not really. There could be some correlation, but not always correlation. So it's not always the case that you can always attach a grade to a SLO assessment. In some cases, maybe you can. So we have to talk about that on a case-by-case basis. So here's a tip. As you teach your Canvas class, review SLO performance and make adjustments to your assignments, pedagogical approaches, course content, and the like. If we're doing our jobs and we see that a number of students are not successfully displaying understanding of a particular SLO, that's an opportunity for us to go back and rework that class, do some additional work that quarter, or in future subsequent quarters, change that material, change the pedagogical approaches that you're using, and see if there's an effect then in terms of student learning in your next go-around of doing your SLO assessments. So at this point, you can continue to your next block.